Hey guys, it's Josh. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to disassemble, clean, lubricate, and reassemble a Glock. Right here we have the 19. It will work for any model of the Glock though. Alright guys, so we just got back from the range yesterday after putting about 200 rounds through the Glock, and it's time to get it clean. It's always a good idea to clean a gun if it's going to be sitting, and unfortunately that's kind of the case with this gun. It's going to be sitting for a while before I get a chance to take it back out and shoot it. But it kind of is what it is. Alright, so step one, obviously you're going to remove it from the holster, and we're going to safety check the gun. So you're going to drop the magazine by pressing the magazine release. We'll set the magazine over here, and then we're going to open the slide. Now it's always a good idea to safety check any gun before you clean it or handle it, do anything with it. Obviously safety's first, and you don't want to shoot somebody. That would ruin your day and obviously theirs. And you are responsible for the bullet as it leaves the gun and anything downrange from the bullet and beyond. So it's always a good idea, even though I know that there's nothing inside this gun, it's always a good idea to safety check. So you're going to do that by opening the slide. Right here's the slide catch. You're just going to put up that lever, visually inspect, make sure there's nothing inside. I usually stick my finger in there just to be sure, and then close the slide. Alright, you're going to want to point this in a safe direction, pull the trigger, and that releases the firing pin, and now you're ready to move on to step two. Alright guys, so step two is actually removing the slide. So we do this by gripping up here and just pulling the slide back ever so slightly. As you can kind of see, it's kind of moving back. You're going to want to pull it back to about right here. I do that by just gripping on right here and then just squeezing back like that. Now there's these two little slide release levers right here. You're going to want to pull those down, let go, and then just push forward, and then the whole slide can come off the housing. Alright, so we've got the slide here and the components. We're ready to take it apart. It consists of a spring which just pops out right here, and then the actual barrel which just falls out there, and then the slide itself. It's extremely dirty. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. If I run my finger along there, it gets real black. This is just burnt gunpowder basically. This is just gunpowder residue. There could be some lead shavings in there depending on what type of bullets you shoot. Lead and gunpowder residue is corrosive, so that's kind of why you want to clean the gun. But alright, so now that we've got it released, we disassembled, sorry, not released. Now that we've got the whole slide disassembled, we're ready to actually clean the barrel. Alright guys, so now that we've got everything disassembled, we're ready to clean the barrel. We'll do this using the factory brush that came with the gun. If you guys don't have one, you can just pick one up at Sports House, Walmart has them, many places. Just get the right caliber, get the right brush for your caliber. This one's 9mm, so that's what came with it. We're just going to stick it in and just slide it through. This is going to clean any debris, clear any debris out of the barrel. I usually just look down it. It looks really shiny, that looks good, so we'll just set that aside along with the brush. The spring, you don't really need to clean it. Obviously you can wipe it down from time to time. I just oil it and then put it back in. As for the slide, we clean that using, or I clean that, using just a cloth and some oil. So we're going to spray this down, get a little oil on here. Rem oil, I like Rem oil just because it's a clean, it's like a solvent as well as a lubricant, so that's really nice. You just put that on the slide, and then I'll just wipe that down. This little tool here to get in all the different crevices. Obviously you can tell that the cloth's really dirty and black. It's just all the gunk that's in the gun. It's all the stuff you're removing that is potentially corrosive. So we'll just wipe that down. Nothing too super intensive, just because this isn't a deep clean, it's just a quick clean. And you can get more detailed later on as you deep clean your gun. Alright, so that's good. Now we're ready to lubricate and reinstall the slide and put it back on the gun. So I always just put a little bit more oil right down the slide. Right here, let's see, I don't know if you can see, right here is the ejector for the bullets. I just put a little bit of lubricant in there, and then right inside here, as well as in the striker pin, which is just the hole right down inside here. I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, then we'll set that aside, and then grab the spring, just spray that down a little bit. Now Glocks tend to like running dry, so I'm not going to put too much on there. I'll shake off the excess, and then I'm going to actually just dry off the excess even more past that. I'll set that aside. Now it's just time to reinstall the barrel. These little, I don't know, jagged edges, they go up towards you when you're holding the barrel upside down. That slides back in. Should be nice and flush on the top there. And then you just reinstall the spring right back in the hole. This little flat part right here connects onto that jagged edge I was talking about. You're just going to stick that right inside the hole like that. And then there's two little grooves right there. It's just going to sit down on the middle one. That's just like that. Now to actually attach it back to the body of the gun, there's notches cut out for the slide right here, and then the notches, the corresponding notches on the housing. You're just going to set that in there, slide it, and then pull it back, and it's ready to go. Now again, you're going to want to point in a safe direction, decock the gun, and then you put the magazine back in, and you're ready to go. I always put it in a holster or store it in a holster, and it could even go in the safe if you want. I carry it around, but it can certainly go back in the safe. I have these here just in case, I don't know, the rag doesn't get in the places that I want, or sometimes they're just easier or whatever, but I just put those back inside there, clean up, and we're good to go. So that's how to clean a Glock, guys, and thanks for watching.